you like, yeah, that work. I'm like,
cause you be like, you do that stuff though.
Bitch. I see you, nigga. I'm looking at you through here. Through there.
You gotta.
How come I ain't got no alcohol in mine?
I asked you. You said no. That's the same one you had. I never
That's what's
filled
from
yours.
earlier.
That's what I just said. That's the same one you had.
Can I get some alcohol? Can you get it from me right there?
No, because you was up.
I'm gonna fill my cup up. My white socks. That joke look real
Even though it's over there, I don't want that near my cup in the frame. Like,
I gotta hold it up with my hand. That look at it like a chicken one. It's like a thigh, like a real chicken thigh.
no, because it's too
Look
it's
at
too
it.
close to my
No,
face.
really look at the look at the.
Do the other leg.
It's not gonna be the same
I
way.
can't help you.
This side of my body a little up. It is. It's not as flexible as this side. You know, you gotta open up your legs and do some shit. This side. Just say hi. Hi guys. We back at that. I told you I don't take that much for me no more. I'm feeling this, right? Like I feel good, but I'm just like, ooh. But I ate bread, so I should be okay.
Don't do drugs, kids. We're gonna have to put the disclaimer, the language.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? It ain't no nudity. Well,
What is it, like explicit?
yeah. So it's language.
I ain't sure. No.
Did you spill it on the couch?
I did. And on the floor, and on my leg. Keep passing me that
On
wet
it?
thing. Oh, it got me for a little bit. What's up, yo? What's good?
Okay.
All that good stuff.
That works.
No.
Why
Cause
not?
I sound real ghetto and just ugly. That's not even me.
She's doing it.
What's up? It's like, no, alright. That's not going in here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Instead
Step
of
one,
the bun, like kiss my bun or your bun's whole. Step two, set a poo like a poo.
and this was cold. Step three, set because bitch is the word for generosity. Step four, don't anymore because is the word for
that you can say. Instead, say the word okay. Place, baby, baby.
What is that?
You know where baby face?
No. I've never heard this.
You know, watching this just made me realize like how much, and I've heard people say this before a lot, and I don't think that I've paid a lot of attention to it. But how much people sexualize children, and then it's like you wonder why people do stuff to kids, but also why is it okay? Why are we sexualizing kids? Like, that is so crazy.
You know the meme of it's like I guess they're like a brother and sister. You know, when just making it as if they were a couple. Like when somebody just text them or something and it's just like, why y'all doing this? And everybody was saying like it was funny and it's like, but y'all know these kids, so y'all making it like a relationship.
Oh, kid, and they were kids.
Yeah, so it was like,
that's what I mean. Like, we sexualize kids all the time, and it's like y'all joking, but it's like, yo, they are children. Y'all playing around, and they're kid. That's somebody's child. And in the brother. First of all, that's crazy.
Right. Right. That's what
you
know, saying. Like,
crazy,
y'all gotta stop
that's
thinking
crazy
that that's
because
okay.
they have there's like a question that they ask in psychology about, or it's like a vignette or something like that, where it's like a brother and a sister, like a grieving brother and sister, like went away on a trip or something like that because their mom died. Like, I could be getting this story all wrong, but then they end up like comforting each other intimately, and end up having sex and stuff like that. So then they're like, they asking you, like, is there something wrong with that? If you feel like it is, why? If you feel like there isn't, then why not? And it goes into a lot of things where it's like you have to consider all of these elements, all these different ways.
What are these things that I have to consider to think that's okay?
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm asking. No, I'm dead serious.
I'm saying I don't remember. Like, is there something wrong with that, or whatever? And it's like, if it's like, or it's like, how do you view that? It's just like, what is your viewpoint? A lot of times people might be like, that's nasty, that's wrong, but it's more, I guess it's more of a philosophical question too, on top of psychology, because it goes into morals and all those different things. So explain your point of view. And it's like, there's times where people might be like, all right, I can explain my point of view, and although you might say like, then that's wrong, I might be able to explain this to you where it's like, no, it's not. Nah. And it goes into that's what I'm saying, it goes into a lot of different like perspectives, but I'm gonna try to find it.
I feel like to know your sibling as your sibling, when you begin to understand your like for things and your sexual attraction, your sibling ain't in that. Like, I can recognize a woman is attractive without being attracted to her. I can recognize that my sibling may be attractive in the world of attraction. Like, oh, I know my brother get girls, but it's never been like, I'm attracted to my brother. So how can you have sex and for it to comfort you with your brother because your mom died?
Oh, yeah. So I guess it was, I'm about to read through this, but I think it was a philosophical question, but they brought it, like, for us, they were, like, asking that. I just remember talking about it, like, twice in, like, 2 different classes. But it says, Julie and Mark are brother and sister. They are traveling together in France on summer vacation from college. One night, they are staying alone in a cabin.
Anything start out with one night? No. You said one night,
Hold on, okay. So we're up. Julie and Mark are brother and sister. They are traveling together in France on summer vacation from college. One night, they are staying alone in a cabin near the beach. They decided it would be interesting and fun if they tried making love. All right, wait. My whole background story to this was so wrong.
What?
It's so off.
Wait. So before you continue though, your background story. I felt like it was like a way. Maybe that's why you said it. Remembered it that way because you were, I guess, remembering someone else trying to say.
Or maybe that I was trying to make some type of justification.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
that's why I was like, my whole background story is off because
like that really would make it easier to argue one of the other sides.
Yeah, I just remember like the brother and sister had sex. I just know that. Or they were attempting to. I mean, I haven't gotten that far. I just remember
it would be fun.
That was the thing. Like, they was.
You know what might be fun?
They thought about. That's where we at
oh,
this
yeah,
point.
okay.
Like,
all right,
yeah. We don't really know.
All right.
But, okay. Where was I?
Somewhere terrible.
Oh, they tried making love. At the very least, it would be a new experience for each of them. Julie was already taking birth control pills, but Mark used a condom just to be safe. So they said use, so that means they was fucking. They both enjoyed making love, but they decided never to do it again. They keep that night as a special secret, which makes them feel even closer to each other. What do you think about that? Was it okay for them to make love?
Was it okay? I think the only way that people would say, was it okay? They weren't speaking about like morally. They're like, oh, they were both consenting adults, so technically it's okay.
Oh, so
like they're looking at it
like it's just 2 adults decide to make love. One's on birth control, one uses a condom. They're trying to be safe.
Yeah, so they're safe as far as not producing a life that is going to have hella complications.
Oh, I didn't think about that part. Like them.
So I think that's the only part that they're saying they're safe from. Like, we're not in danger. It's we're keeping this solely us. Like, I'm not endangering no one else because I didn't create new life from this.
Okay.
So I feel like if a person said, oh, it's okay, it's not like socially acceptable or morally acceptable, but it's technically okay because they're both consenting adults. That. It's not okay. I don't give a if you're consenting adults. It's not okay. Like, because you know why it's not okay? Because how did you get to this point? For you to get, this is what I mean.
Point to think about it.
That's what I'm saying. To consider, to be attracted to your sibling. When you learn that something was off in your learning, your growing up experience. Like, that's what I mean. That's why I mean it's not okay, because there is too many factors that have to fall into place for you to feel like this. And then for you to follow through it, for you to enjoy it. Because they said they enjoyed themselves, okay? But they said they're not going to do it again. Like, oh, that was live, but we just ain't going to do that no more. What's stopping you? Ain't stop you the first time. And then you enjoy it.
Can I just interject really quickly? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm sitting here quiet and I'm laughing. Don't think that I don't have my opinion about this. I'm just letting her go off. Because I don't want nobody thinking that. Because I'm sitting here, I'm like smirking and smiling at your response, but I don't want nobody to be thinking like, look at Chelsea, like she probably was down with that shit. Oh. No. I'm just saying, I'm giving her time to talk. Like, that's why I'm quiet. Like, I don't really have much to say right now. Because, you know, motherfuckers me like, look at this one over here smiling in the corner.
Oh,
like,
well, I mean.
Yeah, like, no. Hell no.
No.
Like.
But yeah.
Now, I'm going to just say this. Before we get a little too far. I know somebody. And you know
I know somebody.
And we just going to leave that.
But that's a further proving my point. No,
leave it right there.
No. It's not even like I'm saying. It's further proving my point that there's something wrong with you mentally. Something, the chemical imbalance. You don't process information correctly. You know what? All right, let me say this.
Yo, you know I'm cracking the fuck up because this feels real direct. Like, you don't, something's wrong with you. Well, you can't say that there's something wrong with people.
I can though, because it's wrong.
You can have that opinion, but there's nothing wrong with people. Everybody's just different.
Listen, you could say something wrong. Plenty people say something is wrong with me because of my chemical imbalance. It doesn't affect me that way because I don't look at my siblings. I'm not. That don't make no sense. But don't quote me. But it's something like I think it's human nature for people to want to be liked. I think that's what it was. It's a natural thing. Mm-hmm. I know I'm imbalanced in a certain way because stuff that everyone seems to agree on. Oh yeah, they did that because, you know, they want attention and stuff like that. It's just like, I think that level that you went to is fucking bizarre. But they're like, well, no, that's not like a crazy level to go to. People just want to be liked. You know, like people do this and that and third because they want attention. And I'm like, nah, that's weird. Just be by yourself. So motherfuckers look at me like, no, you weird. Because how you gonna say that you don't feel that way? And it's like, because I don't. So these people with this imbalance
everybody's different.
That's what I mean. But I'm saying you up.
You can say into the camera and say
I'm saying you signal.
Was it okay for them to make love? It says, if you're like most people, your response is absolutely not, but you'll find it more difficult than you think to come up with a justification. Genetic defects from inbreeding, you said that, mm-hmm. Inbreeding, yes, but they were using 2 forms of birth control, and in the vanishingly small chance of pregnancy, Julie can get an abortion, mm-hmm. Okay. It would mess them up emotionally. On the contrary, they enjoyed the act, and it brought them closer together.
Cause they now got this little inside secret that only they know.
Okay, no, I get that, but it's just, I get it, but I'm just like, I get the point of view, mm-hmm. but I'm trying to see if I can see from that point of view as well, if that makes sense. Like, I get your point of view, but I want to see it through my eyes as well. Right. I want to see it through my eyes as well. So they enjoyed it. So how can they be messed up emotionally? Mm-hmm. They enjoyed the moment though, but you can enjoy the moment and then regret the moment too. Mm-hmm. We were talking about regret before, like
right. You absolutely could.
Yeah. And then that regret. Listen,
but I think their
regret
capacity
will mess you up.
I think y'all so up, y'all probably wouldn't regret it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you enough to do this and enjoy it, you're not regretting that.
But
it's not like a normal sex regret, like, oh, dang, I should this nigga. Like, no, that's your brother. And you was down. All the other things that should have stopped you, you was down.
You gotta remember, too, they're only up from your point of view. If their morals are different than yours, then they're okay, and it's really not.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't regret it.
Right, but I'm saying they're only in your mind from your point of view because of your morals. For them, that's not.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's not to do it, what would make you regret it if you enjoyed it?
I'm saying that it could make them. They didn't say that they regretted it. I'm just saying y'all enjoyed the moment, but in the future it could be like you.
Yeah,
could
I'm saying
the
why would they? If they,
I'm not saying them. I'm just saying in general. Like I'm saying as like in general for them or anybody. Like in the future, maybe you do feel some type of regret. I don't know. But if your morals are different, then why are you going back and regretting things? So. But again, morally, I'm not doing this. That's why I'm thinking that way. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you might regret that. Like, but that might not even cross their mind. Like, we might feel bad later, Jimmy. Like, that was bad.
No, it wasn't.
It would mess them up emotionally. So, on the contrary, they enjoyed the act and it brought them together. Get that?
Oh, it's illegal, not in France. It's disgusting for you, maybe.
Okay, got you. I really want to say, that private acts are morally wrong just because a lot of people find those acts disgusting and so on.
See, when people say stuff like that, worded that way, it's to purposely up. But it's no, stop your siblings. All the people in the world. First of all, it's supposed. Okay, no.
Why did I think about this? Because where did this come from? Why did this pop in my mind?
Because it's controversial or something to talk about?
Yeah, but like just thinking about like, yo, like you know how you think things and don't say it and then you get those little Freudian slips. It's like, no, bitch, you meant to say that. Like damn, maybe I did. Like, but no, like I'm mad that we sitting here talking about this. I don't want to talk about it. I feel like I'm talking to them. Like, listen, let me sit here and have this conversation with you. But it's one-sided. I just don't feel right. It's like I'm sitting here talking about how bad you are and how bad this is.
And they're like you talking at me.
You talking at me. You're not even giving me a chance to explain. You don't know. And I guess like this right here can help.
That's why you were saying maybe they would feel regret because you think that the real people in real life, they regret.
I feel like I would know some of their morals. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, yeah, you could regret it. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, like if you thought that was okay, then maybe not. Like, I don't know. So, but I just feel weird because I feel like I'm talking at them, and I'm not really giving them a chance to respond back. Like, and I know in reality they probably never will respond back ever, and they may act weird and different.
But they also could be so arrogant that they just think them ain't talking about me.
No, we are. We know.
But not giving no real
wait
details.
A second. Pause. I know who you're talking about. And I was not talking about that person. We know 2 people. Or
who?
We know.
Because I know the 2 people. So you said we know 4 people?
We know 4 people. And the crazy thing is when I tell you who the other person is, you're going to be looking like, that's why you feel that way.
A few moments later.
Man, you get what I'm saying? Where I'm like, I'm just kind of quiet because I'm just like,
oh, I don't want no more.
Like, but just like you said, so arrogant that would never.
We gotta.
Let's go finish back to the scenario. Let's go back because I want to go finish the rest of it. Like the scenario, of course, is designed to ward off most common moral objections to incest, and in doing so, demonstrate that much of moral reasoning is a post hoc affair, a way to justify judgments that you've already reached through an emotional gut response to a situation. The gut response, like, no, that's nasty. Mm-hmm. Although we like to think of ourselves as arriving at our moral judgments after painstaking rationale, deliberation, or at least some kind of deliberation. It sees the process just as the reverse. We judge and then we reason.
Okay.
Then the kids come in the background like the choir and shit. You should have said, no, okay, you can go. You don't have to spend your life addicted to sex. Getting head cracks. And very soon you will say, it's easy.
It's easy, MK.
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 Stop picking my nails.
Yes. Don't do that.
Don't
And
do
then
that.
in the very next second,
Sorry.
you said I'm a...
It's like
but
I can't help
it was
myself.
just like, you said, I'm going to stop picking my nose. And I said yes, and you went right back to it. Like, I didn't even get to finish the sentence.
It's like a obsessive thing. Don't sing it.
First
Because
of
you ain't
all,
want to hear it.
this is Michael. But I could have done without him doing this also. That was there.